Specifically, what we want to touch on is working with Generation Z buyers, and we're also going to talk about millennial buyers and how, sometimes your age is something where people will deter from working with you. And I can speak on that with personal experience, right? One of the reasons why my beard has been such an asset for me is because it does make me look older. And when I started in the business, right, people were apprehensive about working with me because they didn't think I had the knowledge. And oddly enough, I was able to grow a beard, and then people thought that I was a very smart, very wise man. And, the truth is just facial hair. But it definitely does play a component in it, right? And one of the topics that we want to talk about is the fact that all of us are very nimble and we are willing to work with generational buyers, whether you're a baby boomer, whether you're Gen Z or millennial, right? We have programs that are available to you, and we have people who understand, your culture specifically to, how they say in Spanish, tu siglo, right? Yeah. Of where you were going in. With that being said, I want to introduce my host, Christian Castillo, Angel Carlos, and we want to talk specifically again about Gen Z buyers and millennial buyers, Angel. So you shared a story with us a little while ago about someone who had some apprehension working with you.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us that story and give us a little recap of everything that you went through with that buyer?
I think just in general, like how you mentioned, I want to touch on like the beard stuff, man. Because when I started out, I just started off with like facial hair, really. I was just starting off with like a little goatee and stuff, but even then with my long hair as well. So I was looking young, you could say, right?
Sure. And
then when I was like, approached by like maybe a different type of generation, maybe my parents' generation, people in their 45s and later age group, when they would ask me questions, it's more of like me just kind of getting in my mold as well of how confident I am when explaining certain like products or the market and stuff, home prices. But to me, it was more like them just kind of seeing the appearance as well.
Yes.
Like, does this guy know his shit or not, right?
Yes.
So to me, it was just something I really want to touch on before. Just the beard stuff that like it does kind of help, man, the age thing. But then over time, it's just like, obviously whatever I have now in appearance, it's more like people do trust you just based on whatever you can make, how you can make them feel.
Correct.
And just being able to just work with certain buyers or just sellers as well that, some might be a little hesitant or some might not be. But my experience at first, it was a little difficult getting, convincing an older buyer to move forward with me. But then over time, I did find that it was maybe like in the middle age group or it was like, in their 30s, so like millennials in that age, that they did tend to trust me a lot more and a lot easier, less resistance. But then also it's because the age of information, what do they have in their hands that
Correct.
It's a lot easier to just research or search up, my name and stuff, Angel Carlos, or maybe they came up on their feed or something, right?
Correct.
But to me, it was more like, it was a thing where, as over time I gained confidence, at the same time, they were able to just kind of reciprocate that energy. They would match my energy and then be like, I trust this guy. So I'm going to move forward with him. But just working with, as well as like Gen Z buyers right now, it's more of they're more of like, I'm interested in this, or can you explain certain things to me? So I think for them, it's more like we already have the information, but I just want to confirm with you that it's the right information.
Correct.
And just if it's the right thing or the right source too, that could get me to the next, to this door, you could say. But just in general, just that's the gap in a way you could say.
Absolutely.
But also, and it is a testament as well with the time of experience that even last year I worked with like a 71-year-old, the sale of his home, or actually the purchase of his home, which he was currently renting out. Like he was a tenant. So he was a tenant and he's trying to make home ownership possible. So
at 71.
At 71.
Good for you, sir.
So that's why to me, it's like, he's like, well, we trust you. So you're very patient. You're this and that. And then I was like, all right, yeah, no problem. And I was at the time, 25? So it was like last year. And, to me, to have a 71-year-old man like trust me in the process when his daughter is like 22, it spoke volumes. So it also just transcended of like how well confident you communicate that information and like, we're going to get this done. And that's my progression through the past 4 years of how I'm able to work with different generations, where at first I wasn't even able to convince a 45-year-old, but now I'm working with a 71-year-old. So to me, it's just being able to be able to recognize the differences too, right? I recognize the change that they might want physical paper here now.
Yes.
They might not like electronically sign something or docu-sign it. They're not too familiar, but if they are willing to learn, then, I'll teach them. And I even went above and beyond with them where like we would go in person and then anything that was sent electronically, I would go there and physically do it off their phone. Just, hey, here you go. 7 p.m. at night. I don't mind, dude. Doesn't matter because I'm servicing the people and trying to help them. The 71-year-old's hiring me to accomplish his dream to buy a property. So to me, it's like, man, it's not just a commission, man. It's a relationship, and then they trust me, and it vibes so like amazing.